Amanda with the Graceful Homeschool, and today we're going to be talking about why we chose to homeschool in this first video. So there were a lot of reasons that we chose to homeschool, and I think the biggest reason that we chose to take our kids out of public school was, first and foremost, we had a calling from God, and we felt that so strongly in our prayer life and in our family life. And then all of a sudden God started putting these people in our lives that were homeschool parents, and it felt like the most easy choice I think we've ever made and the most beneficial. So that was our first reason for homeschooling. I think the other reasons were all just secondary choices. We are a military family. My husband is active duty in the Marine Corps, and that means we move every couple of years, and we have to pull our kids out of school and put them in new schools. And allowing our children to have homeschool gives us the freedom to not have to constantly pull them out of school, put them in new school systems, and have them meet new kids. And it's hard. It's very hard on our kids, and every time we move, my oldest especially, he is very sad. And that's a very hard thing to see as a parent. He doesn't have the luxury of a lot of other kids to just be in the same school from the time he was little to the day he graduates high school. So that was definitely something that we considered. The freedom that homeschool gives us, I think, is wonderful. This summer, we were already into our homeschool year by the end of July. So in the beginning of August, we actually took our family on a huge vacation, and we went to Indiana, and we went to the Ark and the Creation Museum in Kentucky, and it was wonderful. There were no lines because all the other kids were in school, so it was just a bunch of homeschoolers and retirees, and we had a blast. And we were able to do school at the hotel during the day, and we were able to have time to go out and do all of those other things. So we really, really enjoyed that. I used to be a teacher. I have my bachelor's degree in elementary education, and I taught for a number of years before I decided to become an entrepreneur, because I have a home business that I really, really enjoy. So I do work from home, and I do work full time. I work in the mornings before we start school, and I work in the afternoons after school is over. So I do have a bachelor's degree in education, and it just seemed easy for me, I guess, to go from teaching the large classrooms to teaching two children. And yes, they are in different grade levels. I have a kindergartner and a fourth grader, but it seemed pretty easy for me. I've seen a lot of curriculum books. These are much different than what I normally would view, but I picked up the lingo and how to homeschool pretty easily, just because I did have that experience. So it wasn't too difficult for me to transition from one to the next. My kindergartner is highly allergic to peanuts, and putting him in preschool was hard enough because his allergy is so sensitive. He has an airborne allergy, and even just sitting next to somebody who has like a peanut butter sandwich could break him out in hives, and we might have to actually use an EpiPen on him. In the school that he was going to be put in, he would actually have to go sit in the teacher's lounge to eat his lunch every day, and oh my gosh, that made me so sad. We almost did put both of our kids back into public school. We really wrestled all summer, going back and forth with this big decision, and we finally just decided to dive headfirst and just take them out into homeschool, both of them. And really, after the first couple of weeks, we knew we made the right decision. My fourth grader, who was struggling in third grade, has gone from struggling in math to a fifth grade math level, and he is so proud of himself, and I'm so proud of him. And he loves his math program right now. It's a very hands-on math program, and I'll do more videos about the actual curriculum that we're using later on. But both of our kids really, really like it. They're getting a Christian education. We have Bible every day. We do devotional time every day, and we do Bible reading every day. I think they actually learn more, and I can tailor to their individual learning styles, which I love and they love as well. And I feel like they get more of a well-rounded education with me teaching them, because I can tailor the program to where they are academic-wise. So my kindergartner, he is 6, but he reads on a first grade level and he does math on a first grade level. So I teach him a combination of kindergarten and first grade, and that is another advantage of why I love homeschooling. Because if he was in public school, that wouldn't happen, and I think he would be very bored. He is a little bit older than most of them because his birthday was right at the cutoff date, and they wouldn't allow him to go into kindergarten the year that we had to put him in preschool. So he is quite a bit ahead. So it's nice to allow our kids to it's nice to teach our kids where they are academic-wise, rather than just teach them everything that everybody else is being taught. So if my fourth grader is doing 5th grade math, I can give him 5th grade math and give him more of a challenge. If my kindergartner needs help in phonics, I can go back in phonics a little bit. It's a give and take, and they really, really like that because they like being challenged, and kids love being challenged. So we really enjoy being able to do that with our kids. So let me know what you think. Tell me why you homeschool. I always love hearing stories about why other moms decide to homeschool. So tell me down in the comments why you homeschool and what helped you make your choice. And in our next videos, I'll start talking about our curriculum. And if you have any questions, post them in the box below. I do get a lot of questions being a first-time or first-year homeschool mom. So put your comments down below, and I will do a video